Hey, you beauties, welcome on in. We're trying out a new video format for the patch notes. We just put out sprint number beta 5 thing, and it's got a bunch of new updates. So I thought what would be the best way to do this is maybe a video format, kind of like, video games and stuff. The patch notes for the site. So let me take you in. I'll show you the bug fixes, the new features, the little things we've updated. There's quite a bit in this one, so stick with me. And also, thanks for being a part of this. Look, it's so much more filled in. It looks great. We got a bunch of new things to show you. And bye forever. All right, welcome into the bugs and fixes. First off, we fixed the year drop-down menu causing error from certain pages. For example, like the user profile. Now it just kind of works, which is nice. Next up, we changed the sidebar short keys. So basically, when you press 1 through 9, it takes you to the right month. Next up, we fixed the genre input so that it grows the more genre tags that are added to it, so it doesn't just like flip off the page, and you can make it like 2D, a soccer game, FPS, first-person shooter simulation, life sim, spaceflight game, which is pretty sweet. Also, they're all now organized alphabetically in the drop-down menu. And they're much easier to input and get rid of too. Then we adjusted the sidebar so it no longer gets stuck at a certain size with certain screens for all you kids out there and your laptops and your weird goddamn computers. Then we overhauled the entry cards on the smallest screens on the days so that the names don't pop off and the platforms won't stack in a weird way, so they don't get like all marbles and stuff and run into the other one and make it look all kind of weird and things so you can actually see what's going on. Oh, and also the backspace to the site just works now, which is good. Next up, we got updates to entries. When creating or adding an entry, an edit create entry breadcrumb, and now says the type of entry. There you go, edit DLC, you're working on. And also DLC entries now have a game title input where you can attach a DLC to an existing game. So you can be like, hey, Monster Hunter World Iceborne, it's obviously a DLC for Resident Evil 2. Clicking on it, then you can see the DLC on the main page for the game, and vice versa, be able to click back and forth, seeing all the information. Super, super useful. Then, now, you can add your own link to the bottom of an entry's description, where it will convert it directly into a source link. So that way, when you take the information from a Steam page or from a website or hell from Wikipedia, then you can actually link just the site you got it from at the bottom of it, and it'll convert it right into a source. You can click the source and it'll take you directly to that website. It just works! And now, only one user at a time can actually edit an entry, and when adding an entry, leaving the title field will now warn you if other titles have been recently created, like Resident Evil 2. There you go. Hi. Okay, so one cool new thing that we've added to the site is a new tile overlay for the calendar. You've probably already seen it a little bit, but before we had, like, for example, if there was 2 different entries on a single day, we had it where half the square was filled up with one, half the other, and it honestly, it just didn't look very good, especially with like tiles and like the background, the images and stuff, and the format of it. So we've overhauled it a little bit. We'd love some feedback on it though, but I think it's gonna work a lot better than what we had previously. For example, now you can preview each and every single entry on the tile itself using these arrows. Don't even have to click on the arrows specifically, you can click on the side of it. And you can scroll through them and easily preview each and every single one with the good format, with the good background and everything, really, really fast. And you can also favorite it directly from the tile itself without having to go to the actual entry. So you can just click the favorite and it'll remember it. You can go to like the next one, you can click the favorite, and same with the next one, right? Also, at the bottom over here, you can see how many entries there are on a specific day. You can also click on them to jump between them all. And it works the same. If you want to click on the middle of the picture, it still takes you to the day. Alternatively, you can click directly on the title of the actual entry, and it skips that and it brings you right to it. So it's really convenient, really nice. I think it just gives it a much better like overhaul, a much better look for browsing, and it gets you to the information a lot quicker as well. So again, any feedback about it, hit us up, because I think this is a really good change. Actually, you've already given us a little bit of feedback. For example, where is it? On August, if we go down here on the control, you actually can't see the arrows. So we'll be adding some outlines to them in the future, probably as just like a quick hotfix, like update sort of thing. And yeah, let us know. So that's one cool new thing we got. And finally, let me show you one of the cool new little updates we've added. Something pretty awesome, something we've been thinking about for a while, is a home page where you can get all your information, something that personalizes the site to yourself a little bit and allows you to look at it in a different perspective. For example, you can organize, you can see which are the top entries that have been added recently. So you can click on it, you can be like, okay, for example, ukulele and the Impossible Lair and Kindergarten 2 were recently added. You can go check them out and you can favorite it directly from it. Also, we're going to be adding more features later, more ways to sort it and filter it by like release dates, by date added, by probably like most liked, by least liked, all this sorts of things from the homepage. It's going to be super handy. Again, any feedback you got about this kind of stuff, hit us up. And another awesome thing is it shows you your upcoming favorites in order. Another thing we'd love to add is filters for like, maybe have like a number up here of how many you got, and then be able to click on like PlayStation, Switch, and then it would organize, and you could be able to see which ones you favorited and when they're coming out. And it's got it right here. For example, Wolfenstein's coming out in 3 days. Fire Emblem, 3 days. Control, 35 days. And it just goes all the way down for all the favorites you've done. Obviously, I'm looking forward to a lot of games, but I think this is going to be super helpful. And when you first enter the site, this is where it's going to be. And it's super easy just to keep track. It's creating like your own list. Again, we've got plenty of ideas, but I think this is like a good starting point for like a home page for the site. Gives you all the little cool details and kicks things off. Anyways, thanks for being a part of this. Welcome to Patch Notes video number 1 of the 2.05.5 Sprint Beta 5. And thanks for watching. Bye forever.